I like math.
Math? What else?
Reading. Math and reading. Sometimes it could be hard and I like challenging stuff.
I like that you get to walk around, you don't just stay in a classroom all day.
What I like about school, education, gives me something to do every day.
I like being with my friends. I like my teachers. I'm taking some really cool classes. I like gym class.
I like seeing my friends every day, and I like walking through the hallways and saying hi to everyone. And I like getting ready to go to college.
When I go to parties, I eat cake and play games.
Everybody just eats and I don't know, ice cream and hangs out by the pool. When we were younger, parties were more childish. Now they're not.
There's a lot of drinking involved. There's drinking and beer pong.
Kind of went from pool parties to open house parties.
Everyone's drinking. Sometimes they're smoking.
The first drug I was introduced to was marijuana, and it was at 12 years old.
I found out that I was adopted at a very young age, and I told one person in school, and that person told everybody. And kids are really mean.
I started doing drugs in 6th grade. Mostly started because I have older siblings, and as they got into it, I started to.
I was 12.
Peer pressure's a killer, because I was about 13, 14. Just a normal high school environment. Just friends, hanging out with the wrong crowds.
7th grade, I started smoking weed, and I was introduced by friends.
Started out with alcohol, progressed to pot. Pills came into the picture, and shortly after pills came the heroin.
I was introduced to it by a family member.
I went with the premise that not my child. So when you say not my child, then you miss a whole lot. She wasn't focusing, her grades were slipping, she couldn't concentrate on reading comprehension.
I think I should have paid more attention to his nighttime activity.
There's physical things that change, there's their mood that changes, there's their interaction with you and with the world. Just hold your kids tight for as long as you possibly can, and high school is not too old.
It can't just be one person. It kind of has to be a community effort.
We're trying to reach out to the residents that need the most help and give them every resource they can to get their lives back on track and make them productive citizens in our community and our neighborhoods.
It's a very complex problem we have, but certainly education and awareness is key.
I think it's important to create programs. As a high school, we bring in speakers. We create after-school programs. We have a group called SAD, which is Students Against Destructive Decisions.
What we can do is educate our students at a younger age and educate our parents so that they are aware of the problem that's going on.
We can let parents know what avenues they can take, who to go to, who to call, make phone calls for them, and do everything that we could in our power to assist a student or a child who is in need.
Here within the Howell Township Police Department, we have several different programs. One that has the most impact within the community is our Crime Suppression Unit, comprised of 5 officers whose sole purpose is to go out there and address the drug problem that we have here in town.
We have the community involved, we have the police involved, we have the prosecutor's office involved in trying to fix this issue. And I think working together, we can certainly put a huge dent in it and, come up with a positive outcome.
The Alliance is a community-based group formed mainly of volunteers who are here to obviously assist the police department and the community to combat this epidemic.
We want all people to be representative, so that if you call and say you're interested, indicate maybe you represent a faith community, maybe you represent another business, maybe you have another avenue that you can bring in, so that we can have an effective web, so that we can then get the information out and it can be saturated throughout the community.
The Alliance was gracious enough to donate our parking tags this year for our students. And on the back of the parking tag, it has some phrases, some key words talking about, wearing your seatbelt, making sure that you're paying attention.
Most meetings are held the third Tuesday of every month from 12:30 to 1:30. So you can come and you can see for yourself the programs, the plans that we have, and you can also offer your voice if you have any ideas on how the community can be expanded and how we can improve our efforts.
Obviously, it's a fight, and we wouldn't be sitting here talking about this if it wasn't.
Please come to our next Alliance meeting.
We need you.
I think awareness is key because you need to recognize that there's a problem.
Treatment is key because it'll redirect your life in a positive journey.
Prevention is key because it gives the students the tools that they need to succeed in life.
Recovery is key because it's what's going to mend our community back together.
Treatment is key because anyone who's sick deserves to get better.
Community support is key because no one can do it alone.
Law enforcement can't fight this alone. It needs to come from the home. It needs to start within the home.
No one person or thing will fix this.
It will take a community.
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 It will take a community.